What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Pocket Art 1/12 scale Hagi action figure, which to me, I just see it as a female ninja. I don't know anything about this character or if it's even from an anime. This might be something completely made up, but you guys know how I am. I see ninja, I think Naruto, and automatically I have to have it. And also, I mean, ninja can be in pretty much any anime that I watch that is at least somewhat shonen. But anyway, let's not waste any time and dive right into the sexy packaging so we can bust this figure open and see what it's all about. Now for the boxes, you guys can see this is pretty much Figma style completely. You got the window where you can see some of the figure. The box is very slim. You've got some art along each of the sides. It does say 1/12 scale Hasuki. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the manufacturer. I'm honestly not sure. I've never bought one of these before. Pocket Art series at the bottom, number 2. I gotta figure out what number 1 is. At the top right here, we've got some more art with the same information. Same thing on the bottom. Along the side right here, we've got this really dope image of her with these two kunai. I really like that. And another reason I bought this figure is for the accessories. On this side right here, she's got some shuriken in her hand. That's another reason I bought these. I'm really hoping that I could find some way to forge these shuriken in some of my Naruto figures' hands. But yeah, on the back, we've got some more poses that you can get the figure into. I guess this is legal stuff. We actually have an Ami sticker right here. I didn't notice that before. And then some of her face plates, which we ain't gonna talk about this one too much. But anyway, let's go ahead and bust this figure open so we can see what this is all about. Now, straight out of the packaging, the first thing that I noticed about this figure is that she is not wearing shoes. And this soft, good fabric that they have on the feet, I absolutely do not like that at all. I'm just going to go ahead and get that out of the way. I don't like that. The rest of the figure, though, looks pretty dang solid. Now, I was wrong about one thing. I thought this was a Phison body, but I was incorrect. This is actually a sculpted body with cuts and everything in the articulation. There's no silicone or anything like that. It's just soft goods thrown on top of it. And honestly, I feel like it was maybe a good choice, especially when it comes to the leggings and everything, the fishnet, all of that. I think that was a good choice to make in terms of soft goods, but everything else they probably could have sculpted on and it would have worked out. But either way, it looks decent. The face is screaming Figma. Hairstyle and everything. Just the sculpt work on this screams Figma. But there's one little problem I have with it. The joints are extremely squeaky and tight. Now, the problem with that is not that the joints are squeaky, because normally I could just take it apart and apply some shock oil and we're good to go. But it's the fact that the soft goods are on here and I don't even want to bother with trying to, if it's even possible, to put all of this back together without stitching and anything else. So we're just going to see how this review goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure and try to examine some of the details. Now, having a closer look at it, I gotta say, this thing definitely looks solid. Once again, the face just screams Figma. I love this very casual, neutral expression. She's got like this very small smile, and that looks like that could mean a ton of things, especially for a kunoichi. Like, she could be smiling because she's happy to see you, or she could be smiling because she's about to slice you up. Now, one thing that caught me off guard was this little shuriken on the back of her hair, and I like it because it spins. That's pretty dope. And her hair is on a hinge, a very, very small hinge. Be careful with that. I feel like if you move that too much, that thing could totally break. But it works for what it's supposed to. I wish they would have gone with like a thin ponytail, but again, I don't know if this is an actual character from anime or not. I should have looked that up, but whatever. Here we are. She's got this scarf on. I love what they did with it. It's got some bendy wire in here, but as you can see, mine's kind of sticking out. But you can get it to pose however you want to. That's something I like a lot. I feel like this was a good decision, although I don't particularly care for how it wraps around the neck. It doesn't look all that good to me. But the shirt and the skirt look really good. These look very nice. I love the stitching of the red in the outfit for the ties and everything. That just looks really nice. Yeah, this thing looks really, really dope. Again, I like the fishnet also. Now, when it comes to the sleeves, I feel like this could have been cut a little bit cleaner. As you guys can see, there's a bit of stitching on there kind of hanging out. It doesn't look that bad, though. It just could be better. I really love what they did with the legs, though. On the legs, it looks very, very nice. See if you can pull that skirt down. I ain't trying to have YouTube flagging my videos or none of that. But yeah, actually you can. Okay, cool. But this thing looks really nice, man. All the way until you get down to the feet. This is where they slacked off. It looks like she's just wearing a sock where she cut out holes for her toes to poke out. And for whatever reason, the fishnet kind of came through. I don't know. I feel like that's a bad idea. They didn't give her any kind of shoes or anything that you could put over this. I don't like that at all. But everything else it's pretty solid. This is a good looking figure for sure. That much I can say. And I think once I get to posing it around, I'll probably have some fun with this one. Moving on to her height. As you guys can see to the top of her head, she's right at 6 inches. So definitely 1/12 scale. And of course, we'll see how she fares in terms of size comparisons to some other figures that I have. We'll show a little bit later in the video. Moving on to the articulation, if you move the ponytail back, she still doesn't really look up very much at all. She only looks down. Actually, she doesn't really look down either. You could probably take this off. Actually, I'm going to do it. Let's see. We're going to do all this on camera. It might look a little wonky, but whatever. But yeah, if you take this off, her head is on a hinge, but actually, no, it's a ball peg. So it's not a hinge. So honestly, that's about as much as you're going to get. You're not really going to get any looking down, looking up much. That's about as much looking up. You can get some tilt and everything, but you're not going to get much looking down. I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity. They totally should have put that right here on a hinge. That would have helped, and it also probably would have supported this hair a bit more when she's looking down. So yeah, kind of a missed opportunity, but whatever. Her arms go up and out about that much before you begin to stretch the fabric, so I'm not gonna push that too much more. She doesn't have a butterfly joint, I don't think. Let's see, these joints clicking are really scaring me, man. Nah, no butterfly joints, but she can move her arms in pretty far, so those sword swinging poses shouldn't be too much of a problem. She does have a bicep swivel. I can see it, but it doesn't seem to function well because of the skin tight fishnet. So you're not going to get much out of that. Now the elbow bend works very, very well. That I like. You can get her with her hands up if you want to, but she going to make you put your hands up. As far as the hands go, I don't like this either. It's like the fishnet is kind of tucked into the hands that hinge in here, or a peg in here. I'm trying to see. I don't want to rip anything. Yeah, that's not wanting to come off. So nope, I am not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna leave that as is. Let's see if I can get this one off. Now I might need to put this in some hot water, but putting it in hot water, of course, is going to get the fabric wet. So yeah, this figure got a few problems. Anyway, push the skirt up a lot, moving her around. At the torso, she doesn't really lean forward or back much at the diaphragm, but at the waist, you're going to get a little bit more. Still not the best, but it does move. She can kick out very, very far. Again, watch it because you are going to stretch the clothing. I wouldn't do the splits any more than this. You could, but clothing, soft goods, something I don't particularly care for. But her knees bend about that much. That's really good. It doesn't seem like you're stressing the fabric too much when you use the knees, so that's fine. Foot goes down about that much, up about that much. She does get, whoa, really good ankle rockers. So at the lower legs, very, very good. Torso, not so much. The arms are decent. I'll give them that. The head is not good at all. So the articulation is really up and down on this figure, and I don't like the fact that I cannot take the hands off of this. Hopefully that's just mine, but I am not going to bother with that. So, yeah. Now, when it comes to accessories, one thing I'll give her is that she totally comes with an arsenal of stuff. And I didn't feel like getting all of this out because it's taped behind this. And again, I'm probably not going to keep this figure, so I'm just going to show everything like this. First off, she comes with a neutral head sculpt and a pair of relaxed hands right out of the packaging. She comes with her hentai face. She comes with a masked face. She comes with this kunoichi mask, which I said kunoichi. I think that's an Anbu mask. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but that's what it's called in Naruto. So, yeah, she comes with that. I really like that accessory. She comes with a pair of peace hands, a pair of okay-ish hands, a pair of ninjutsu hands, a pair of fists, a pair of weapon holding hands, and then what also appears to be trigger hands, which they can be used for that, but I'm pretty sure they're for the shuriken. She comes with a pair of feet as well, which I will never touch. She comes with a sword that actually goes in the sheath, two pair of kunai that actually resemble Minato's kunai from Naruto, and then she comes with two pair of shuriken at the bottom. So plenty of accessories, and also she comes with a stand. So she comes with a ton of stuff. For a $50 price point, I think this is more than okay. Moving on to size comparisons, here she is standing next to some of the revived Naruto line figures. We have the SH Figuarts Naruto, the SH Figuarts Sakura Haruno, and of course the SH Figuarts Kakashi. I was going to put Sasuke in here, but I don't know what I did with my Sasuke. So, yeah, sorry, you guys aren't going to get that comparison. Here she is standing next to the SH Figuarts Jiraiya-sama, the SH Figuarts Rock Lee, who I can't wait for that 2.0, and of course the SH Figuarts Boruto. Here she is standing next to a Revoltech My Hero Academia Deku, a Figma Satoru Gojo, and a Buzzmod Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Tengen Uzui. Lastly, here she is standing next to a Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, a Mafex Batman Hush Harley Quinn, and a DC Collectibles Batman. I don't know which one it is, but it's Batman. That's all that matters. So for my final thoughts on this figure, I just got to say, this is one that is either an acquired taste or it's just something that you are already interested in, which is exactly why I'm sure anyone that's watching this is even here. This is a figure you probably already know that you want to buy and you're just looking for a review, or it's one that you already have and you just want to see my opinions on it. Honestly, this is a figure I don't even expect to get a ton of views on in this review. I kind of just did this for fun, and also because sometimes reviewing a figure is my chance to open it. Otherwise, it'll just be sitting on my shelf for who knows how long. But it's a decent figure. I don't think it's extremely solid, but it is enjoyable. It's just not my cup of tea, which is why I don't want to bother with taking it apart, swapping out the accessories, getting the fabric wet in terms of heating it up so that I can take it apart, and just everything that comes with it. This figure is just not my cup of tea, but I knew that going into it. But all that to say, if you are interested in this type of figure, more than likely you're going to enjoy it, especially if you already know what to expect from the jump anyway. I didn't know what to expect coming into this figure, so it's completely new for me, but that's me. That could be different for you guys. But overall, I hope that you did enjoy this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.